Today on X, March 7th, 2026. Five stories dominating the timeline right now. Trump threatens Iran will be hit very hard as oil prices spike 36% in a single week. OpenAI drops GPT-5.4, and the AI community is split. Scientists grow human brain cells on a microchip and teach them to play Doom. New Epstein files surface with allegations against Trump. And Elon Musk takes the stand in the Twitter shareholder lawsuit. All of it straight from the posts. No commentary, no spin. Here's what people are saying. We start with the biggest story of the day. Day 8 of Operation Epic Fury. President Trump posted on Truth Social this morning saying, quote, "Today Iran will be hit very hard," end quote. He also said some groups are, quote, "under serious consideration for complete destruction and certain death," end quote. The New York Post broke the story, getting over 26,000 views.
Trump warns Iran will be hit very hard on Saturday, says regime, apologized to Middle East neighbors.
Sky News reported that Christian leaders joined Trump in the Oval Office to pray before the announcement.
Christian leaders from around the U.S. have joined Donald Trump to pray in the Oval Office. In the last few minutes, the president has posted on Truth Social that he will only accept unconditional surrender from Iran.
But what does unconditional surrender even mean? White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt tried to clarify, and it didn't go well. Adam Media posted it.
Goat in. Caroline Leavitt says, unconditional surrender means Iran is effectively unable to ever attack American troops, and Trump is able to decide the meaning of the objectives at whim. This is a complete mess. They're scrambling.
The American Conservative magazine posted Leavitt's full explanation.
Leavitt defines what Trump considers unconditional surrender. When he determines Iran no longer poses a threat to the U.S. and Operation Epic Fury has been fully realized, then Iran will essentially be in a place of unconditional surrender, whether they say it themselves or not.
Iran responded directly to the surrender demand. Junior posted it.
Iran responds to Trump's unconditional surrender demand. Iran will not be controlled by the Epstein gang.
Meanwhile, Al Jazeera reported a diplomatic shift from Tehran.
Breaking. Iran's Interim Leadership Council has approved that neighboring countries will no longer be attacked unless an attack on Iran originates from them, President Masoud Pezeshkian has said.
And Reuters confirmed the bombing continued.
Fires and smoke plumes were seen in the direction of Tehran's Mehrabad airport after reports of heavy air attacks.
From the anti-war side, S. Wilkinson got nearly 3,000 views calling Trump a warmonger.
Warmonger Trump threatens that Iran will be hit very hard in a posted statement on his Truth Social account, guaranteeing non-stop bombing.
But here's where the story hits home. The economic fallout is already here. Oil is up 36% in 1 week. Eric Hall broke it down.
1 week ago, a barrel of oil cost $69. Today it costs $94. That is a 36% spike in 7 days. The Strait of Hormuz is effectively closed. Traffic dropped from 24 tankers a day to 4. 200 ships are stranded. Insurers are canceling coverage. Qatar stopped LNG production. 1/5 of the world's oil passes through this strait. 1/5. Pakistan just raised fuel prices 20% overnight. Europe's gas futures doubled in 48 hours. And here is the part nobody wants to say out loud. There is no quick fix. You cannot print oil. You cannot sanction physics. You cannot tweet a tanker through a war zone.
Thrive. Next posted the evening market wrap.
Evening wrap. March 7th, 2026. Oil hits $90. Bitcoin 68,100, down 7.9% weekly. Gold 5,090. Safe haven king nearing all-time high. S&P 500 worst week since April. VIX at 28.4. Gas prices surging 10% plus.
Gas prices are already climbing. X from TikTok reported from the pump.
Gas price at $3.69, directly caused by the Iran war. How high will it go, as they predict the war to last for 6 months?
I am Prince H. I connected the dots to everyday Americans.
The global economic effect of rising gas will lead the world into a recession. No one is safe. Logistically, it'll cost significantly more to transport and manufacture while increasing price to compensate. Meanwhile, the U.S. is fighting a war on behalf of who? Why? To get rid of Iran's nuclear capabilities that they've been weeks away from for 30 years?
But CPA Carter pushed back, blaming taxes instead of the war.
Don't blame price increases in gas on the war. Blame Democrats' one-party rule tax increases. Ripple effects from the war have not hit the pumps yet. After a few weeks, oil prices will settle down. War-related increases that may happen will settle down, but tax increases won't.
And voice have raised another possibility entirely.
Well, in all likelihood, this may be the result of predator pricing by the oil companies so they can blame it on the Iran conflict.
Next up, OpenAI just dropped GPT-5.4, and the internet is losing its mind. The official announcement got over 6 million views. OpenAI posted it.
GPT-5.4, Thinking, and GPT-5.4 Pro are rolling out now in ChatGPT. GPT-5.4 is also now available in the API and Codex. GPT-5.4 brings our advances in reasoning, coding, and agentic workflows into one frontier model.
The dev team followed up with specifics. Over 1 million views.
GPT 5.4 is here. Native computer use capabilities. Up to 1 million tokens of context in Codex and the API. Best-in-class agentic coding for complex tasks. Scalable tool search across larger ecosystems. More efficient reasoning for long tool-heavy workflows.
Sawyerhood went viral with over 1 million views, calling it an extinction-level event for knowledge work.
I'm speechless. GPT 5.4 is an extinction-level event for knowledge work. It scraped Zillow, pulled every San Francisco house price, and dropped everything into a Google Sheet in about 4 minutes.
Daniel Nguyen's 3-word review got 37,000 likes.
GPT 5.4 Pro is incredible.
Sherwin Wu highlighted the Excel integration. 800,000 views.
ChatGPT for Excel is here. GPT 5.4 is shockingly good at performing Excel manipulations. In particular, it's been impressive at handling work when thrown into complex existing spreadsheets.
But the skeptics came out in force. Yuchen J got nearly 9,000 likes with this burn.
GPT 5.4 Pro is the most overthinking model. A simple hi cost me $80.
Bindu Reddy, CEO of Abacus AI, gave a measured take.
Day 1, findings on GPT-5. Insanely good price point. Great for deep research on the web. Stick to the Claude family for vibe coding, unless you are poor. Seems a little overfit to SWE bench. People will miss GPT-4o if they retire it. Overall, it's an improvement, but not a huge leap. This feels a lot more like what 4.5 should have been.
And AI for Success posted a deep analysis of 10,000 Reddit discussions about the launch.
Someone analyzed 10,000 plus Reddit discussions about GPT-5 launch. Over 50% of posts were strictly negative. 11% were strictly positive. The rest were mixed or neutral. GPT-5 felt more robotic, lacking the personality of earlier versions. Creative writing quality declined. Reduced context windows frustrated paying users. Forced migration from GPT-4o without warning. Trust took a hit. 70% of trust-related discussions were negative, compared to only 4% positive. Backlash was driven more by poor rollout and communication than by the model's technical performance.
This next story sounds like science fiction, but it's real. Scientists at Cortical Labs in Australia grew human brain cells on a microchip and taught them to play Doom, the classic 1993 first-person shooter. And the internet absolutely lost it. Massive astronomers posted it and got over 9 million views.
A petri dish of human brain cells just learned to play Doom.
Polymarket confirmed it with nearly 6 million views.
GIUST. Petri dish of human brain cells grown on a microchip has learned to play Doom.
xNarrator broke down the mechanics.
Scientists have trained 200,000 human brain cells grown on a microchip to play the original Doom. If the neurons fire in a specific pattern, Doom Guy shoots. If they fire in another pattern, he moves right, and so on.
SciTech Era gave more technical detail.
This is insane. Scientists just taught living human brain cells to play Doom. Cortical labs in Australia grew about 800,000 neurons, human stem cell derived plus mouse neurons, on a silicon chip and connected them to a computer using a high-density microelectrode array.
And then it got even wilder. Chief of Autism reported that someone connected the brain cells to a large language model.
Someone connected living brain cells to an LLM. Cortical labs grew 200,000 human neurons in a lab and kept them alive on a silicon chip. They taught the neurons to play Pong, then Doom. Now someone wired them into an LLM. Real brain cells firing electrical impulses to choose.
Brian Roemily, who got over 600,000 views, laid out both the promise and the terror.
A petri dish of human brain cells learned to play the game. Doom. In a groundbreaking fusion of biology and silicon, scientists at Cortical Labs have taught a cluster of lab-grown human neurons to play the iconic video game, Doom. Not your typical AI triumph. It's a petri dish of actual human brain cells, reprogrammed from adult donor skin or blood samples, wired into a $35,000 biological computer called the CL1. Building on their earlier Pong demo, this new feat sees the neurons navigating hellish levels, dodging demons, and even firing shots with surprising efficiency. Astonishingly, these organic gamers outperform GPT-4 in speed and latency, proving that even a tiny blob of human intelligence can adapt and learn in ways silicon struggles to match.
But Roemily also raised the ethical alarm.
What are we building here? These neurons aren't conscious, we hope, but they're derived from humans and exhibit learning behaviors that echo our own cognition. Echoes of The Matrix, or dystopian sci-fi loom large. Could this lead to ethical nightmares, exploiting biointelligence for warfare simulations, or worse, creating sentient systems trapped in digital hells?
Pirate Nation got over 50,000 views with just one line.
Petri dish of human brain cells grown on a microchip has learned to play Doom.
Story 4. New Epstein files dropped this week, and they contain allegations directly involving President Trump. CNN reported on the release.
The Justice Department has posted online 3 FBI interviews related to sexual assault allegations against President Donald Trump that had been missing from the massive trove of Epstein files released by the Department of Justice. Trump has consistently denied wrongdoing.
Heckles94 verified it independently.
I had to double-check, but this is genuinely a new release in the Epstein files. Trump has questions to answer.
Congressman Ted Lieu went further. CoinVo posted it.
Rep. Ted Lieu says there is ample evidence in the full Epstein files alleging Donald Trump raped children. This is all on videotape.
From the other side, Q. The Storm M posted the release as a vindication, framing it differently.
Major alert. DOJ releases second batch of Epstein files, including new emails.
And finally, Elon Musk took the stand this week in the Twitter shareholder lawsuit. Shareholders allege Musk's tweets in 2022 deliberately tanked Twitter's stock price before his acquisition, saving him billions. The AP reported on his testimony. Hillsborough attorney posted it.
Elon Musk defends tweets in lawsuit alleging they caused Twitter stock to fall before acquisition.
Martha John defended Musk, pointing to the threats against him.
Rhetoric like this fueled the rage against Elon's companies, customers, and dealerships. It put his life in danger globally. It put his family and his children at risk. He suffered enormous damage and emotional stress. I don't blame Elon Musk for filing a lawsuit. It's justified.
Jenny pointed out the irony of the platform itself.
There are more bots and spam now than there has ever been before, even on Twitter. Elon Musk defends tweets in lawsuit, alleging they caused Twitter stock to fall before acquisition.
That's today on X for March 7th, 2026. Iran hit very hard as oil spikes to $90. GPT-5.4 splits the AI community. Brain cells play doom and raise questions about consciousness. New Epstein files point at Trump, and Musk faces the shareholder lawsuit. Whatever you think about any of it, these are the posts people are writing. This is what the timeline looks like right now. Read by xNarrator. Want your feed read to you? Visit xNarrator.com.